Hello folks, it's Matt at Giraffe Audio, and today we're doing another Giraffe Audio interviews, and we're at Mockingbird Studios. So yes, guys, if you'd like to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I'm Ross.
I'm Harvey.
And this is Mockingbird Studios, as you just said.
Yeah.
We've been here since about October. We had a studio previously,
Right.
but this new branded studio we've been running since October. We've had various acts in through the time, gladly.
So what's your background in the music industry as a whole?
It's been a bit of a ride, really.
Yeah.
Like we started off obviously when we were kids, bought a couple of guitars, got into it, started gigging, doing all that sort of stuff.
Very classic. Started off in bands.
Started off in a band, yeah, and then it's just spiraled really. We started doing recording on a sort of on an iMac in his loft, doing stuff that way. And then we got lucky because we were recording with a chap called Richard Emmanuel in Wales. And you were messaging, like asking him about how to start a studio and all
sneaky.
Covert. We'd like to be a competitor of yours.
Yeah.
How do we go about that?
It was perfect timing really, because at 29 he was looking to retire and go live in the sun in Thailand. I was like,
It's alright for some.
Yeah. So basically I was asking him, like, because I was studying music technology at Kidderminster College.
Right.
I was like, you know what, I really want to do this. So message him, just trying to get advice.
Yeah.
And then it happens to be like, oh, well, I'm looking to get rid of my gear.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay.
So the studio looks great. Do you want to tell us about it? You said you opened in October, so you've not been here a huge amount of time.
No, we had a studio previously, and we were working with a band called The Wonder Stuff quite often.
Okay.
And they came to us and said they wanted to do their next album. So we said yes, as we were leaving that studio.
Right.
So they wanted to do
have one.
Yeah, we didn't have a studio, but they're amazing guys. They said, you know, get cracking, we'll do it with you anyway. So we, how many months? We had about 5 months.
It wasn't much time, put it that way.
To build a new studio.
So what was this place before it was this then?
A nursery, a children's nursery.
So it's not really changed.
Yeah, this was already here. I don't know what they were teaching. We had to build walls in, everything, rip all the floors up, the lot. It was a complete renovation.
Wow.
And we literally set the gear up the night before they were due in to start the album, the first day of tracking. Yeah. And then
you had a little bit of a heart attack moment.
To say the least.
We spent a couple of days testing it all out, no problems, all that. You know, we thought we were home free, and about 20 to midnight, something like that.
The day before you start recording.
Yeah.
They were in about 9 hours.
And we figured out it was a transformer, wasn't it? That we used to power. There's a big audio tower upstairs, which is basically it's the guts to all of this sort of stuff. And it was a transformer that powers that. It just melted. So we're there at about 2 in the trying to fix the transformer. and then obviously there's nowhere open at that time that you're going to buy anything to fix it. So about 3-4 in the morning we were like, let's go to bed for 3 hours and we'll be back here by 7. Yeah. Try and fix it, and then if we fix it, we'll start recording just after that, and just fingers crossed, hope for the best. And it just worked.
Yeah. Luckily we had a custom transformer built for the old studio. Yeah. But it turned up with all the wrong breakers in it and everything. Yeah. So we never used it. We just carried on as we were. So 7 o'clock we were waiting for all like the electric merchants to open and everything, just waiting there. And I think we went around, it's got to be like 10 different shops in the area. like Birmingham back, everything, looking for these parts that would cater, because it's quite specific.
Yeah.
The transformer, but we found them.
It's not going to be a simple fix, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We found them, and yeah, we did the album.
Great. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the equipment you've got in here?
Yeah, it's Euphonic CS2000. It's analog and digital board, so you've got all the the digital editing capabilities, like the EQs and everything. But then it's also like analog preamps upstairs in the big tower. That's
the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's literally the best of both worlds, and then you can route it all through to your computer, obviously, and then carry on with the editing. Digitally.
Okay, so are you mixing mostly on the desk, or are you mixing in the box, or is it a mixture?
It's a bit of a mixture, but I'd say a good 80% is using all the dynamics and EQs of the board.
Okay, great.
They're all in the rack behind me, which I'm conveniently sat in front of. We use that, and then if depending on the project, we'll use like automated reverbs just to make it easier.
Yeah.
But sometimes, especially because we're banding again, we like to use all the racks and stuff, and do it all as it's bouncing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's good.
It's a good way to give things a classic sound. Is just
get that vibe.
Gear,
You've got quite a bit of rack mount gear there.
Yeah, that's it. It's all. Well, that's exactly what it is. Just bits and pieces. Like we've had a lot of stuff come and go. A lot of stuff that we've just tinkered with, and then they've had it back wherever we've got it from. I do like the Red 5, the Yamaha. Use that quite a lot.
Okay.
Nice reverbs on there. But I think it's just a nicer way to produce sometimes when you got things to twiddle with.
It's kind of more rock and roll, to use a terrible cliche, but it's a more rock and roll kind of feeling. So what about mics? What kind of mics you using there?
We've got a lot of blues. We love blues for everything. I mean, we've used them on bass cabs, kick drums, vocals. The mouse is great on vocals. It's got nice, warm. Because I don't really like harsh noises. I like to. So I
take off the top end of everything.
Mid scoop a lot. We use that. We've got the Dragonfly. We've got the Bluebirds.
Bluebirds.
Yeah, all of them. They've got the Bluebird's great for like overheads and harsh guitar. Dragonfly, use that on ride cymbals quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite nice because
they've tailored their range quite well, haven't they? I think they do the mouse, the Dragonfly, and the Bluebirds as like a drum kit. I think you kind of got a good spectrum between those three kinds of mic. I think. I know obviously they do like a lot more microphones now, but I think if you've got those three, maybe two Bluebirds, you're kind of covered. You can do any basic sort of recording with.
So do you tend to use those for vocals as well, or do you have a?
Yeah, we've got a Newman that we like to use on vocals quite a lot because it just gives it like a lot more clarity.
Yeah.
The specific one we've got. Ask me the name of it. I won't be able to give you the answer. But yeah, it's a great mic for vocals.
Great.
Yeah, lovely. And
so you're monitoring. You're using S3As.
Yeah.
What do you think of those? Why did you choose those? What was the thoughts?
We've tried a few. We've tried a few different speakers. These were part of the gear that we got. As the package, but we genuinely tried a few different speakers. I won't say any names, but these just came out on top for us, really. Yeah. It was just again the clarity and the frequency range of them is brilliant.
They got quite a lot of bottom end as well.
Yeah. They're lovely, and we've got the. I don't know why the other one's not on there, but we've got this.
You only need one.
When we're doing the album, we just needed some little
tinny.
Something not so good to listen on just to check things. So we got them. They were like £90 for the pair. It was why not?
Yeah.
Just try them out
and when you're not using them for that, you can wire them up so you can use them as a kick drum mic.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got one of those Yamaha sub kicks as well.
Okay.
Which obviously nice for kick drums. Use it on bass. A lot of the time we'll use like we use the sub kick and then we'll put a 57 on it as well.
Okay.
So you've got 2 channels coming off the bass.
Yeah.
One that's a bit more toppy and one that's purely sub. It's quite good for like poppy sort of bass tones that you get like a nice smooth.
The presence, So
it's nice almost like a synthesised low end,
That's
but
what
you've
going
got
for,
the kind of upper detail.
Yeah.
Great stuff. So, what kind of kit have you got your eye on, or what kind of stuff you want to get in here?
Well, one of my favourite preamps is the Avalon preamp. This one here.
You can't go far wrong with those.
No. So when I win the lottery, I want to. I'd love just to have a silver rack of beautifulness of just those. And we've got. I can't remember the name of them now. We were looking on your site. The green things I mentioned to you before.
The green things. Now you put me on the spot.
They look a bit military.
Military. They've got compressors, preamps.
API, they're JDK.
JDK.
Yeah, looking at those because are they made by some of the people from API? Yeah. And we've used some API stuff which we've enjoyed.
Yes.
So I've just thought those because they're very reasonably priced as well. Yeah. So I just thought.
Why not?
Well, they've got to be good, haven't they, surely? So yeah, I've been looking at those, and again the Avalons, and a couple more microphones you've got on your side. So yeah, there's too much kit to choose.
There's always too much kit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of more. Is it more preamps or more compressors or?
Compressors, I love a good compressor. You can't go wrong. You know, you can over compress things, obviously. But once you've put things through a good compressor, it just brings life. I feel anyway.
It's that magic, isn't it? I think magic is the technical term.
Yeah, I think it is a very technical term.
Yeah. I think there's some good compressors with a lot of magic in it. It just changes.
I think you can buy ones these days literally with a magic button on it.
That'd be the 1176 when you press all 4 buttons in. That's where the magic is. Okay, so moving on then. Are there any projects you're working on at the moment? Any kind of shout outs you'd like to shout out to bands you've been working with?
Yeah, we work. Like I say, we've just done the Wonder Stuffs album. Yeah. I'm going to say this shameless plug. It went to top 40. So
shameless plug away.
Yeah. So top 40 album, which is brilliant considering we've been open since October. So.
Fantastic.
We work with a band called Taillights. Yeah. A lot. They've been coming back all the time. They're brilliant. They're like Nashville kind of sound, like country pop. Yeah. Really enjoy doing that. And again, shameless plug. We're working on our own stuff at the minute, which is when you have your own studio, the creative process is just a lot more giving because you're not restricted by time or budget.
Of course. I think as well, when you start a studio, sometimes your own creative output can take a back seat. Yeah. So it's good to hear that you are doing your own stuff as well. Yeah. It keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword as well when you're doing your own stuff. Like our band that we're working on at the moment, Violet Club. Yeah. You write your songs and then you get into producing them. Yeah. And even though it's great because you've got the time and you can do whatever you want.
Too much time can be
and all that kind of thing. By the time you've listened to it 1,000 times, it gets hard to push on. But I mean, as long as you can kind of get through that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's the balancing act of being able to spend a lot of time on something, or the rawness of having that limited time going into a studio. I see what you're saying about it being a double-edged sword.
Yeah, you got to be really strict with yourself. I think you've got to kind of like the other day we were sat there having a mix, and we were saying to each other, if this was anybody else's track, we'd have been done and dusted.
Make the decision.
Sounds fine. Yeah. That's done. Whereas when it's your own music, there's always something you can do.
Tinkering.
And,
Yeah. Now, when you work with bands, you work with them in more of a production role. Is that right? It's not just come in, record, buy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you develop the band.
Yeah, that's it. We really want to get involved, and being like musicians ourselves, and not just sort of engineers. We want to put our stamp on it, obviously. And I think as well, a lot of bands struggle because it's a completely different animal recording your music to just playing or doing gigs or anything like that.
Absolutely.
And you might come into the studio with a bunch of things that might not be realistic, or you might not have thought of things that you should be thinking of. And I think it's a nice. It's nice and collaborative when you can get involved and when you can work with people that are willing to work with you as well.
Yeah, that's the best thing is when you could have bands and you suggest something or
and they take it on board.
And they take it on board, and then next time they're asking you, help us out here. Again, that Tail Lights band, they asked us to go around their houses. Now they will do pre-production with them from day one and work on the track until release. So it's brilliant,
I think it's a great way to work because it kind of it gives bands a better kind of understanding of what's expected of them. Sometimes when bands or young bands come into a studio, they just think it's all about them and that they're perfect from the moment they've walked in.
Yeah, that's it.
And a lot of bands they're struggling in the studio if they've not been in this environment before. So it's great that you work with bands and kind of help them to make the process as smooth as possible.
I think obviously it reflects on yourself as a producer as well. It'd be a shame to just let people come in, do what they want you to do, and then them leave with a product that you're not happy with. You know what I mean? It's good if everybody can just work together and make the best thing possible. And because it is as well, it's your name on it as a producer. It's not just,
absolutely, and you don't want to do a half-assed job, even if it's not your fault that you have to. Your name's on it. It's an advert to every single person that hears that material.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, totally.
Okay, guys. Well, that was absolutely great. We'll put some links below to Mockingbird, so you can check out the studio yourself. And if there's any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments below, and we'll try and answer them. So thanks, and see you next time.